Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the process of cleaning out and organizing my closet. This is really exciting for two reasons. First of all, as you're about to see, my closet was a hot mess and it is now so nicely organized. I can actually use it, big bonus. And number two, this video is sponsored by Poshmark. It's so amazing to be sponsored by a company that I really enjoy, I believe in, I have been a customer of. I would not accept a sponsorship any other way. If you don't know what Poshmark is, it's an app and a website where you can shop for all kinds of things. There are brand new things, gently used things, men's fashion, women's fashion, shoes, clothes, bags, makeup. Basically everything that I enjoy shopping for online, you can find on Poshmark. If you've been around on my channel for a while, you may recall that a little over a year ago, I did a huge closet declutter. I got rid of half of my wardrobe, completely just revamped and reorganized my closet. The first few months went great, but as much as I am ashamed to admit it, after the first few months, my closet really fell into a terrible state. And if you don't believe me, I will show you what it looked like. When you're looking at my closet, you can already tell that there are signs of trouble because I have all these lovely piles that have started to accumulate, and you'll see why in a minute. I wish that this next part was staged for the video, but this is actually what my closet looks like right now. Are you ready? Cue scary music. Oh my goodness, I can't even walk in here anymore. It used to be so beautifully arranged, and now this is what it is. I'm honestly ashamed of this. Then of course we have this ottoman, which becomes the catch-all for those clothes that you don't want to throw into the laundry yet, but you don't put away if you're me. So then those start to pile up. Sometimes they pile up into a pretty big giant mountain. Also, this little bench thing here is full of my clothes, and it's a hot mess in there too. There's some of Tyler's clothes. We can blame him for about 0.5% of this mess. Poor Marie Kondo is in a corner in a fetal position right now looking at this sad excuse for folding. This is really bad. Yeah, pretty dismal. I couldn't even walk in there. There's no light in there, so it just sort of became this catch-all where I just sort of threw a couple things in there and then I just started piling things up, and it's just, that's how you get to this place. Now, I don't know about you, but I started binge watching Marie Kondo's show on Netflix. I knew that I needed to just reorganize my closet. I knew I really needed to clean things up and just get it functional because I didn't even want to go in there. I have so many clothes that I really enjoy that I just wasn't touching because I was avoiding my closet. It was stressing me out, and I don't need any extra stress in my life. No one does. No one does. I decided to approach this time reorganizing my closet a lot differently. Last time I was really focused on getting rid of things, really downsizing. And I was so focused on the numbers, like I really wanted to cut my wardrobe in half. This time I took a totally different approach. It wasn't so much about you have to get rid of things. It was more, you have to make the things you have functional, otherwise there's no point in having them. One of the things that really stuck with me after watching the show was that Marie was so not numbers focused. She was not judgmental about the things that people chose to keep. She wasn't saying things like, oh, you haven't worn this in a year, so you have to get rid of it. She was more focused on having people keep things that made them feel good and then finding a way to organize those things to make their life functional. So I did not perfectly follow the KonMari method. She recommends that you take all of your clothes out all at once. I sort of broke it up because I have these different sections where I store my clothes, and I knew that it was going to take me more than one day to do all of this. So for the sake of being able to sleep in my bed, I did do this in sections. I took a page out of her book, but I did not follow her method perfectly. I still feel like I got a really great result though, because I was taking more time to consider each item individually instead of thinking about my wardrobe as a whole and then trying to downsize it. Taking this new approach to reorganizing and decluttering has made me realize a few things. First of all, the system that I had storage-wise was not working for me, and I know that if I didn't change things up a little bit, I was gonna end up in the same pile full of stuff in a few months that I did last time. So I really opened up to just being a little bit more flexible, changing up the way that I stored things. Sweaters were a big problem for me, but it's pretty obvious when you see the clip of me pulling out all my sweaters. So I decided, you know what? Not all sweaters have to be in one big sweater pile. I moved some of the smaller, thin, like lightweight sweaters, and I folded them up and stored them with my t-shirts. That small shift in perspective totally changed the pile in my closet. Maybe that sounds not that helpful, but I'd been living in a sweater pile for a year, and now I don't have to. Thanks, Marie Kondo. I also found a bunch of things that still had price tags on them, so obviously I purchased them and then they just got shoved out of the way into the closet, and I never got a chance to enjoy them. I obviously purchased them because I liked them, and then they just got lost in the abyss. Now that I have a better structure, a better organization, that's not gonna happen anymore because it's gonna be easier to put things away. So it doesn't mean once I declutter that I can't purchase new things. It just means that when I do purchase things, I have a way already to fit them into my life. Now, the last thing that I learned is that I really need to be more mindful when I'm folding things. I don't really like to hang up things like t-shirts and sweaters because I hate the hanger shoulders. If you have a great remedy for hanger shoulders besides like buying really expensive hangers, let me know. But that's why all those things are folded up, and then those folded up things were turning into piles. So I really need to be more mindful when I'm folding things. I need to take my time, fold things, and put them away correctly. My folding skills definitely still leave something to be desired, but I'm gonna work on it. I'm much more motivated now than ever before to take my time, just take care of my things, organize my space so that my life can be simpler, happier, just a little bit more stress-free. That's what we're all going for at the end of the day, right? A big question that always comes along with any sort of declutter video is what happens to the things that get decluttered. I didn't get rid of nearly as much quantity of stuff this time as I did during my last declutter. Honestly, I didn't accumulate a ton more things. I still ended up moving quite a few things out of my wardrobe, especially because this time I did go through my handbag collection, which I did not do last year. I was just not mentally ready to let any of those go. But I did actually go through, and I was just on a roll, and I went through and decluttered a bunch of my handbags. Definitely made some room in my closet. So what's gonna happen to those things? Whenever I declutter anything, I always let my sisters, my friends, my mom friends here in the neighborhood, I always let them go through and see if there's anything that they are interested in. So I will pass on some things to my family and friends. Anything that is just broken down, worn out, things that are trash, you can actually do a fiber recycling. Thank you so much to those of you who let me know about that in last year's video, because I had never heard of that before. So if you're interested in recycling some clothes that you think are trash, maybe you can give them a whole new life by recycling them. I'm gonna link some information about that down in the description box. Make sure you check that out. Of course, plenty of these items will also get donated, but I am going to be selling some of my items on Poshmark. So I'm gonna list a few items, and then depending on how it goes, I might put a few more up. I'll show you a little clip here of what my closet looks like. And if you wanna see my closet, there will be a link in the description box. You can see some of the items that I moved out of my collection and see if you wanna move them into your closet. I am just feeling a renewed sense of organization. I feel like 2019 already has been such a year of being more productive, but working smarter and not harder. I feel more organized and just more motivated than ever before. And a lot of that is thanks to you. Thank you for your support, for your kind comments. Thank you for just giving me the opportunity to make these videos, the opportunity to make a sponsored video, which is so awesome for a small creator like myself. If you have any tips for decluttering, ways that you approach organizing, please leave those in the comments. Also, if you are a posher, leave your Poshmark name down in the comments so that we can be friends and check each other's closets out. Huge thank you to Poshmark for sponsoring this video. I really appreciate this opportunity. Thank you so very much for watching and spending some of your time here with me. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Whoa, that was aggressive. I'm gonna calm down. Okay. I'm a little nervous. I've got like a flippy ponytail on this side and a straight ponytail on this side. Sometimes that's just how life goes. Really? Actually what? What were you gonna say there? The partner. What am I gonna say? Shh. Poshmark. Ma'am, you're gonna have to pull it together. Clean up your act. Get it? Because it's a declutter video. Wow.